What's going on? It's your boy June Archer. This is 50, Honey Cocaine, the Winner Circle.
What's up, guys?
Keep it locked right here. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy June Archer here with
Honey Cocaine, aka Honey C. Doesn't matter.
whatever you want to call her.
It's up to you.
Today she's with me, so we rocking. I just call you QC.
Okay.
All right?
That's cool.
Listen, honey,
Yep.
I was doing my research, and I love the fact that there aren't too many, because I'm not going to say you're the only Asian hip-hop artist, but aren't too many coming out of Toronto. Like, I was just I have family in Toronto. I've been in Toronto
Cool.
for many years. I love the culture there. I love the music there. But for you coming out of Toronto as an Asian artist, what kind of backlash do you get, and what kind of support do you get?
Well, as an Asian artist, I definitely have to represent for my community. And just being a Canadian, I mean, it's cool too. You know what I mean? Like, it's an honor. So I wouldn't say I get any backlash. I mean, there's trolls online, like there are for anybody doing anything they love. But I mean, what is backlash? Like what? You fucking little chink? Who the fuck you think you are rapping?
Right.
Shit like that? You could have just said that.
Well, I mean, I don't curse, so I'm glad you said it, though.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said
I
it.
mean, I see that shit in comments all the time, and some racist shit. But it's like they're just keyboard warriors, and
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm still gonna do what I'm doing. I still have an awesome amount of supporters,
No,
including the Asian community, including the Toronto community, and including non-Asian and everywhere else in the world. So,
But
fuck you little keyboard warriors.
No, I love it. Toronto is so tight knit. Like, how was the music scene out there? Like, we know the Drakes out there and Carter and all, but for the underground artists, how is that culture like? It seems to be like something that's emerging.
Yeah.
Or has it always been there, but it's just now finding the forefront?
I mean, I feel like you put human beings anywhere, there's gonna be a group of creatives. You know what I'm saying? So every city, every country, every community, there's gonna be people that love music and create music and are artists, like genuine artists, and are born to be artists. And everywhere has always had talent. And we obviously gotta big up Drake every time.
Right.
But he definitely opened the doors for a lot of Toronto artists to make waves and be recognized. And you know what I'm saying? Like, in Toronto, it's like a whole diverse community. It's like New York. That's why I love New York.
No, it's crazy. If you haven't been to Toronto, like, it's what they call it, not a pyramid, but they call it
A melting pot.
It's a melting pot. It's really diverse. It's like when you it's like a mosaic. Like, there's so many different cultures and colors in Toronto. If you've never been, get your passport, especially you us Americans who don't have passports and don't travel anywhere, but that's another show.
Yeah.
But for you, new song video out. You took a break. It's been like, 3 years now?
Yep.
I think the last piece that people remember is the Tyga piece and what may have happened. Do you want to touch on that? Because I want to touch on that, but I want to move to why the break and now this strong presence coming out. Like, why the break for so long?
Well, we could talk about the Tyga thing first. First of all, Tyga's my boy. He's family to me. One of my really good friends. We're always going to be friends. But I felt like at the time that we met and I was able to do those records with him, we talked about me signing to his label, Last Kings, and stuff like that. And I've talked about this before, but, I'll talk about it again. I felt like he was still developing himself as an artist.
Right.
And, he helped me with a lot of shit, put me on tours with him, gave me the features, the visuals and all that. He kind of molded me in a sense, as a mentor. But I felt like he was very busy developing himself and traveling the world and doing his shows and doing everything he was involved in, that it just never came down to me signing to him.
Right.
But till this day, like last year we did a song. It has like 2 million views on
it's crazy.
YouTube. Yeah, so we link up every now and then. It's all love. But the break shit, so the last 3 years, I've been on a hiatus. Classy way of saying, going through your own personal demons, kind of taking a step back. I mean, what reason do people take a step back from what they love the most? It's just personal shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
real life.
in an industry like this, especially as an artist, it can consume you, it can overwhelm you, and I'm sorry, not that it could, it will.
It will.
And how are you gonna handle it? For me, I had to just step out of the spotlight real quick. Because I'm not here for the fame. I'm not here for the for, you know, all the extra shit. I'm really here to make some good music, make some money, obviously, you know, empower young women and just fucking feel good about myself and make other women feel good about themselves and give girls an anthem. But in that time, like the last 3 years, like I was going through depression and, you know, there's a lot of negativity surrounding my name in the media, like, you know, the shooting and other stuff that is whatever. But yeah, I mean, I was getting threats and all sorts of shit, and I was just like, dude,
time to take a break.
I'm
Out.
fucking kind of over this shit.
Right.
I was confused, lost, uneducated about the business, surrounded by the wrong team. It was everything wrong that you could think of for an artist was happening to me. You know what I'm saying?
The classic VH1 story.
Yeah. So instead of like publicly melting down, I had to just close the blinds.
Take a break.
Just like, yo, I'm gonna come back when I feel more confident, when I, you know, really defeat these personal demons that I'm encountering at the moment and get out of this fucking depression and find my passion for this shit again.
So let me ask you a question. With that said, right, taking a step back, a lot of people don't take a step back when these things happen. Now that you've been through it, that has been a part of your journey. How important is it for us to tackle mental health globally for you? Like, what is your perspective now that you kind of traveled that path and been through it? Like, how important
I'm
is
not
it?
gonna lie, like I was ignorant at one point. I was like, what the fuck is anxiety? That's not a real thing. Oh, stress, that's just in your mind. Depression, cheer the fuck up, smoke a blunt, smile.
Right.
You know, I was that person until I went through that shit, and like that mental health, you know, mental health issues is a real fucking thing. And that's why I'm comfortable speaking about it in an interview. It's not me, you know, complaining about what I had to go through or be, you know, playing the victim or anything. I'm not victimizing myself, but you know, I finally understand that world, and so many people are currently in that world, and it's a crazy thing. Like, I wish I could tell you how to cure that shit. I wish I could tell you how to get out of that shit, but for me, I had to remind myself who the fuck I do this for, why I'm here, what I want to make out of my life, and mentally I had to pick myself up. That was my medication.
Yeah, people don't get that. I mean, when you look at Kanye West and what he's going through now, do you kind of relate to his outbursts and what he's doing? Like, because I think it is a mental health situation that's going on, but we're laughing at him like, dude is crazy. But in reality, like, losing his mom and going through what he's going through on a personal, private level, it's really deep.
It is. I mean, when it comes to stuff like that, like, to me, it's not funny. I mean, I think we're laughing because we're worried. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us, we laugh just to stop ourselves from crying or feeling sad or angry, you know what I'm saying? But like, whatever's going on over there, I mean, not just him, just anyone in general. Some people, you don't even know that that's going on.
Yeah, no, I've come to find out. There's a little bit of everybody who's going through anxiety, being diagnosed with bipolar disorder. So it's really tough, especially in these day and times of people looking on the internet. Like you say, people trolling or what you call it, keyboard
warriors.
Keyboard warriors. I love that. There's a lot of y'all out there. A lot of y'all out there. But until it happens to you, you really don't realize how important it is to kind of take a time out, because we get so locked into waking up and checking our device first thing in the morning and really looking at what people are doing as a barometer for how we're supposed to live, how we're supposed to think. So after you went through that, what did you do to take a break? Like, besides smoking a blunt, kind of like, what were the things that you did to kind of, you know?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be completely transparent. Like, I was, you know, drinking a lot. Like a lot.
But you're a little dude though. You can't drink that much.
Okay. See, that is very unhealthy for me, because I will drink you under the table. But
no, I'm Jamaican. You're not drinking me under the table.
No, I drank with Jamaicans growing up. What do you mean?
Well, there's a lot of Jamaicans in Toronto. All right, you got me on that one.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, I try to, you know, just cope my pain with just drinking, you know, just forgetting about things and stuff like that. So that happened for a while. And then I realized, like, yo, you know what? I want to travel. So I traveled. I went to Korea, I went to Japan, I went to Europe, like, just on the ones, like, on the low, with my best friend, like, fuck it, let's go, I'll pay for that shit.
Right.
Like, you know, the money that I had left, pretty much, because I wasn't doing shows or nothing like that. I'm an independent artist, like, all my pockets is my pockets. You know what I mean? So, like, the money that I really had saved up, I was like, I can either just buy all this alcohol, go to the club and buy clothes and whatever, and still go home and be depressed, or you know what? I'm gonna feed my spirit and travel the world and maybe go somewhere where I can learn about my roots. You know what I mean? So I just dabbled in other culture and just I shone super low, and it really just it picked me up.
That's really dope.
Yeah.
For any young person that's going through it right now, what kind of advice do you have for them to find? I mean, they may not have the money to travel.
Yeah.
What could they do to kind of take that step back and find something else to kind of divert their attention?
I think it really all starts with the people around you. Like I'm good. Like I said, I'm being completely transparent. This is not a blow to anyone. I'm not saying names, but the people around me, I'm pretty sure, seen me in that situation and still allowed that to happen. Like if you call me your friend, I don't give a fuck if it's business. We're friends in this business.
Right. At the end of the day.
I mean, it's all up to me. I'm, my own woman, and people are their own grown-ass people. But at the end of the day, like, you trust that person to be around you, and you're in this rut, and it's like a super dark cloud over you. The people around you, if they're not gonna say anything, at the least, should not be around you. So it really starts with the people around you. And if you have to be alone to become better, that's the route you gotta fucking take, and that's the route I took.
Nah, like I always say,
Yeah.
if you can't change the people around you, change the people around you.
What the fuck? Wait, I
you like that. You like that.
Cool.
Yeah, if you can't change the people's mentality around you, then you got to swap those people out, because those people will hold you accountable. And at any given point in time, if they feel like you're tripping, they'll say, you know what? Cocaine, you tripping.
Exactly.
Let's take a step back. Let's go take this ride. Let's go take this trip. Let's go overseas. Take a 20-second time out.
I gotta hand it to my best friend. She took time out of her life and really just helped me like on that little journey. It was like a fucking movie, yo. It was like, oh my god, I want to go find myself, travel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
until before then, you were like, that's kind of funny that people say that.
Yeah.
Because
I'm telling you, like I was so ignorant. Like in the past 2 years, like I've learned so much to the point where like I no longer at all judge anyone. I don't give a fuck how crazy you look. There's some shit going on, and if I haven't gone through it yet, I might go through it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like it's cool.
Everybody got a little crazy in them, though. At least I think so. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think we've seen all the crazy. I hope we don't see too much more crazy from you. I think you're good. Based on the vibe I'm getting, I think you're good.
No, dude,
and if anything, just call me. I'll put you right back on the right path. I promise you. Now, I want to talk about this new music. The video took off. The song took off. You're like over 100,000 in like less than a couple of hours. Like, what was the inspiration behind this new record and video?
Well, the past few months since the winter, like November-ish, I've been in a studio just working on songs, with no real plan of a project or anything like that. It was like, yo, it's been a while. I want to really put my head into the studio. So, a good 2-3 months, I was just in the studio in Jersey. Shout out to my team, 1801 Records. And I was just going in there with no expectations, no nothing, just whatever I felt like doing. And I came up with like a bunch of songs. Had a fucking blast. I was living life, went through shit the past 3 years, so I had a lot to talk about.
Right.
And I was saying my earlier shit, there was no real substance. It was like, all right, hop on this beat, let's just sound cool. Let's just say cool things. But like, the content that I've been working on recently is like, there's real substance behind it. I'm speaking about some real shit, and it still sounds cool. So this record that I just put out is called No Time. You can find it on any platform. Honey C. The inspiration behind that was the inspiration behind everything else I've been working on for the females. I really feel like there's a gap. Like, women wake up, don't really have an anthem. But now we got Cardi, and she gave us anthems. So let's continue to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like in my early shit, I was just dissing bitches left and right. Oh, I'm the coolest one.
Right.
Like no bitch is better than me. And I realized, okay, I did that, but you know what?
But that was the sport of it, dude. That's what hip hop is
that's
about.
Cool.
That's
And I did that, and I could go do that 100,000 times again.
Right.
But like, I want to be on some different shit. Like, keep the same energy, keep the same rawness, the same vibe. But I want to empower bitches. The irony. I want to empower women. So that No Time record is like really quotables and bars for women to feel like bosses. Whether you work a 9 to 5, you a student, you a fucking stay-at-home wife, you a CEO, I don't know what the fuck you do, I don't care. I feel like there's a boss in every woman, and we need anthems for that. And that's why in the video it's nothing but women. We're talking about the video like, oh honey, you need to have dudes around you, you the only girl. I shot that shit down quick. I'm like, no dudes.
Right.
Bitches.
Straight females.
Women, females only. You know what I'm saying? Just on some boss, simple vibes. Like, the video is like kind of generic. It's like cars and just
But it's dope.
rapping.
But it's dope though.
But it's done the right way. You know what I'm saying?
it's
Like, I don't want to visually confuse people with a lot of shit going on. I'd rather keep it simple, couple females, some cool cars, and just me really rapping. And I feel like that's a warm-up record for everything else I have in the pot right now.
That's dope. So let me ask you, if there were 4 female MCs right now that you could get on the record with right now and make it hot, who would they be?
A 4? That's it?
That's it. All you get is 4.
Okay, but Nicki and Cardi don't count though.
They don't count?
Yeah.
Why they don't count?
Because like they're like
They're
the
not
goats
hot?
right now. No, they're the goats right now. Like they're number 1 and 2 for me.
Okay.
They're actually tied at number 1.
Okay.
But like that can't count.
All right, so I'll give you
I'm
one.
talking
I'll give you an
about-
extra one. I'll give you an extra one then.
Yeah,
So you
that's-
5 then.
Yeah, so there's some like serious underdogs coming up right now, like Cuban Savage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my girl out from LA, Snow the Product, like
Mm.
making noise right now, winning awards and shit. And she's a Mexican rapper. Like
That was
like,
dope.
we can relate on that shit, you
Right.
know? Like, shit. Dude, I need to go on my Instagram. Can I go
What
on my
about MIA? What about MIA? You
Yeah,
put MIA
but,
on there
I
or
mean-
nah?
Yeah, MIA has always been like on my top 3. Always. But you know, I can't say the same names all the time. Like, there's,
Okay,
you know, there's
alright.
a whole roster. Dej
Oh,
Loaf,
Dej Loaf. Okay.
huge fan. I'm always commenting on her shit and supporting her shit.
All right, so let me ask you this: top 5 dead or alive? Who your top 5 MCs? Male or female?
Who are yours?
Oh, it's just Jay.
Well,
Jay.
what do you mean? You gotta pick 5, bro.
Jay.
How are you gonna
I ain't
ask
got,
me that?
I ain't got. It's
You
Jay,
gotta pick
Jay.
five.
It's like Dylon.
I mean, you know, I'm a 90s kid.
Okay.
So I was kind of I was a baby when Pac and Biggie were around, you know? But I did grow up still hearing that shit, and I am in a transitional generation where I grew up listening to 50 Cent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Ja Rule and fucking D Block and now, you know, I'm still listening to all the new shit. So I've always been a child of music. So that's a fucking hard question.
No, it's tough. For me, I'm
I'll be
old
honest,
school
like,
though. I'm old
who
school though.
Tupac was to Tupac's generation, you know, when there were teenagers alive while he was doing this shit, that's who 50 Cent was to me. So he's
Gotcha.
my number 1.
Gotcha.
Then obviously it'd be Tupac. You know, I kind of prefer him over Biggie. I mean, I know more Tupac songs than I know Biggie, but I'm not saying he's better than him.
What about Nas? You throw Nas in there?
Yes, hell yeah.
All right.
And then
What?
5 will be Jay.
5.
His shit is fire, but it wasn't relatable to me. But
No, I get you.
Obviously, he's GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's GOAT. You know what GOAT means, right?
Oh, I definitely know I'm the GOAT. I mean, where I come from, I'm the GOAT. So I mean,
Okay.
I get it. That's how you're supposed
Yeah.
to think of it. I mean, for me though, the times are different. When I'm coming up, take it as you want to. But for me, MCs sounded different. Like when Busta spit, Busta was different. When 50 was out, you heard 50. You know who Jay is. You know who Guru is. You know who Eric Sermon is. You know, so for me, it was a time where LL sounded different than Kane, and Kane sounded different than Eric B. and Rakim. So for me, I didn't really get into the stuff after that
Yeah.
too tough because everybody sounded like
Yeah.
one long Lil Wayne record.
No, I feel you. So
So-
I have a question for you. Who's your top 5 dead or alive within the last 10 years?
Oh, I have to say Jay, Big,
Okay.
Nas,
No.
50, Styles
No,
P.
people who have released music.
Oh,
The
oh,
threshold is 10 years.
Oh, 10 years?
So 2008 and now, up until today, who's your top 5? Kanye West is on my list.
Nah. Jay. Kanye knows why. Kanye, you know why. I ain't gotta say nothing. Kanye
Okay.
knows. He knows.
Okay.
And he knows better.
Okay.
Jay, Styles P,
Uh-huh.
Jada,
Uh-huh.
50,
Uh-huh. Okay. Artists that
most Drake.
are... Okay, artists under 30 years old.
Under 30, I don't fool with them.
Come on,
I like
man.
Drake though. I like Drake though.
Hell yeah.
I like Drake,
If you don't
though.
like Drake, like, you're just not happy in life, bro. who the fuck hates Drake? Like, no one hates Drake.
I can
Like,
find somebody.
yeah, okay, me too. And like I said, they're not happy in life.
They're not happy.
Nah, you're not happy, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Ain't too many.
What did Drake do to you? Like, he gave us anthems. Like,
No, he didn't.
A lot of the reason why you're fucking this bitch, you're fucking is because she listens to Drake's music.
Wow.
And you played a Drake song in the car, she's like, yeah, I'm smashing him.
Yeah, but I mean.
Fuck out of here. He got all you motherfuckers pussy.
No, you. Oh, honey is awesome. All right. So, what's next for you? What we got? When's the project dropping?
So, I dropped the No Time record, and I'm working on another video. So I would say that song, was a little mixture of a little singing, a little rapping. But the next one I'm gonna drop is just straight rapping. So I'm thinking of dropping, another single, maybe a third one, and then a project. But definitely this summer there's a project coming.
Am I in the next video? I'm just.
Can you shake that ass?
No, I don't do that. That I don't do. That I don't do. But if you need anything else in there, I'll be there.
Yeah,
even if it's just for moral support, I'll be there.
Cool.
Like I could drive the car or something like that.
Okay.
Like pull down the partition and like wave to you.
You know what? I'm
We'll figure it out.
gonna think of a slot for you. Actually,
Yeah, we'll
it's gonna
figure
be
it out.
fun.
I think it'd be advantageous for the both of us. To see people, Kanye might get upset that me and you.
I don't know what
on
you
the
guys
same
got
video
going
together.
on. I don't want to.
No,
get
nothing
involved.
at all. Like
Okay.
I mean,
I don't want to get involved.
No,
in
you
that.
good.
I fuck with you, Kanye. I'm gonna vote for you. Actually, I'm Canadian. I can't vote for you.
You can't vote
but
for him.
I would.
You can't vote for him. And the way we're looking at things, anybody will vote for him. He probably get in. But where can we find you? Where can we follow you?
Queen Honey C. Should I spell that?
Yeah, for some people who the trolls.
QUEEN Queen Honey HONEY C like cocaine. That's Queen Honey C on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and yeah.
Check the video. No Time.
Peace.
Honey Cocaine. June Archer. This is 50. The Winner Circle. Peace.